Hey YouTubers, welcome back to my channel. As promised, I did the aqua look in the eyes with the coral lips, which is phenomenal for spring, and it's very easy to do. I did these colors with Makeup Forever Aqua and the Milani pencil in aqua, but you can substitute it for any colors that you have that are similar to this, and by all means feel free to use drugstore. But if you want to see how I got this really pretty look, stay tuned. Okay, the first thing you need to do is prime your eyelid, which I already did with Primer Potion. And now I'm grabbing NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk, and I'm just dabbing a few dots on my eyelid, and I'm going to spread that around. Okay, I'm grabbing this teal color like this from Makeup Forever. It's very shimmery. And I'm putting it on the lid, and then I'm grabbing a flat shader brush like this from MAC, and I'm really pressing it in there, shaking off the excess and then packing it on the eyelid. So I'm pressing it. This has a lot of shimmer, so just take your time in working it in, and you just keep applying layers over layers until you get that pretty color that you like. Okay, and put some on the inside tear duct, just a little bit, and below, on the inner lash line right there. Alright, so pretty much you just have teal all over the eye like that. Now before we put on the crease color, we just grab a blending brush and then just blend it lightly, just so it doesn't have very sharp edges. So now for the crease, I'm trying to integrate this makeup to what I'm wearing, and I'm not wearing a lot of teal or blue, and I'm not a matchy person, so I'm going to wear this makeup for what I'm wearing now. I am going to use Deep Truth for the crease, along with dipping it in this brown to kind of tone down that dark blue, because I want it more like that. So I'm using both of these together for the crease with a pencil brush, so something more like this. And I'm just dipping it a little bit in the brown, a little bit in the blue, back and forth. And then I'm setting that on the lid, the crease. So you see it's more like a brown tone. And then I'll make it more blue at the end when we're blending it in. Since I'm wearing a brown, like you can't see, but I'm wearing a brown belt, I'm trying to tie in the look. Okay, so right now you set the shadow down on the crease. Now grab a blending brush, something like that, and blend that in. You see how it tones down the blue? It's not, if you compare it to this, it's not very bright. It's more like a muted blue, and that was the whole point of it. So now I'm dipping it back lightly. So now I'm dipping it back lightly in the blue, just like one little dip, and then to give it more of a blue tone, to kind of add the blue back on, okay? And when we're done with all the blending, we are going to add more teal, because you lose a lot of the teal with the blending, so don't worry about that. Now I want to tie in the gold that I'm wearing, so I am grabbing rice paper from MAC, which looks like this, and I'm putting that on the inside tear duct in here. So kind of shake off the excess, and kind of like right here, and just bringing it in up. And then for the highlight, I'm grabbing Vanilla from MAC, which is which is kind of like a matte skin color, and it has a little bit of shimmer in it. And I'm still using that same brush. And I'm wiping off the brush from the rice paper, and I'm dipping that in, and I'm adding that on the highlight. Okay, I'm just blending a little bit more before I add more of the teal. All right, so now that we're done blending it and it looks like this, we're gonna add more teal in the center eyelid. So we're going back into here, the teal, with the same flat shader brush, and we're gonna pack a little bit more teal on there. Okay, so basically it's that, and now we're blending very little bit. Right here, very little. Okay, and that is it. All right, so this is what we have. And now we are going to do the eyeliner. For the eyeliner, I have this Milani eyeliner in, it's called Liquify Milani, and the color is 04 Aqua. And it's like this, and it's a very creamy eyeliner. And we're gonna put that all over the top eyelid and then all the way until we meet 3/4 in on the lower eyelash. So we're first doing the top because we're going to smear this in, and this sets pretty quick. So okay, so once you've put your eyeliner, grab a slanted brush like this and smudge that in. And then we'll set it with the same teal eyeshadow we put on the lid. All right, and then grab more of this eyeshadow on your slanted brush and set your eyeliner. And now we're going to do the same for the bottom. And the reason I do this in 2 sections is because this sets really well. So I have to be quick to smudge it. If not, I won't be able to smudge it. So now we're doing the bottom, and we're adding that the same right here until it meets where we put the eyeshadow. So about right there. Okay? Now quickly smudge that in and make sure to connect it here at the end. And then grab more of the shadow and set that. Okay, and we want to kind of deepen up the outer lower eyelash and the top eyelash, just kind of the corners. So we're grabbing more Deep Truth from MAC with the same slanted brush, and we're just going to put a little bit on the top eyelash, just the corners. So right here, like a 1/4 way in on the top and on the bottom. Okay, so just like that. It darkens it up just the tiniest bit. Okay, so before I do my eyelashes, I'm going to clean up underneath here. I'm going to add my concealer underneath my eye, and I'm going to set that with powder, and I'll be right back. Okay, and don't forget to fill in your eyebrows. I did that off camera while I was doing my mascara. And for the rest of my face, I wanted to keep it kind of gold and coral to tie in the gold that I have on in my jewelry and in my belt. So I used this Dream Mousse bronzer from Maybelline, and I used a slanted brush like this, and I just packed on a little bit, and I contoured in the hollows of my cheeks. And if you like, you can put some on your temples also, down the bridge of your nose. And then I use this Benefit 10 to contour a little bit more. I used a dark color, and I kind of went over where I put the Dream Mousse. And a little bit on the forehead, down the nose, a little bit on the jawline, and just brought the little that was left down. And then I used the bright side, the shimmery white side, or it's kind of like a pink color, on the high points of my cheek to kind of give it more of a highlight. And then I pinched the brush like that, and I went down the bridge of my nose. And then for blush, I used Orgasm by NARS. So I used this. And for lips, I used MAC's Ravishing, which is a coral color like this. And then on top of that, I put on a gloss from Revlon that's called Coral Reef. And that's what that looks like. You know, I'll put a little bit more on. And that is it. I love when I do like bright greens or when I do teals, I love to wear coral on the lips and keep the cheeks bronzy. So this is it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. This is a look that looks really pretty for spring, and it's very simple to do. And if you don't want to deepen the crease, you don't have to. You can just keep it with a nice wash of Aqua all over the lid, and then a nice coral lip, and you know, nice color in your cheeks, and that will look beautiful for spring. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please do not forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.